involving an increasingly complex battle space. A fighter needs to handle much more than before, and at a higher pace. Air forces need to be constantly one step ahead in an unpredictable and changing conflict. Gripen E has all the data available from the network, avoids detection by using its passive sensors, and is ready to act in a high-threat environment.
And we are thrilled, as always, coming to India, because this is the best air show in this part of the world, no doubt about it. Now, we will showcase the latest version of Gripen, the Gripen Echo. Now, Gripen Echo is the aircraft that we sold to Sweden and Brazil. Currently, we are producing the first series aircraft back home in Sweden, so we didn't have a possibility to bring any Gripen Echoes to India this time. So instead, we will have the full-scale replica and a full-fledged Gripen simulator, where you will be able to see all the different features of the Gripen Echo, which is the backbone of Swedish and Brazilian Air Force, and hopefully will also be part of the backbone of the Indian Air Force going forward.
April 2018. It was issued to us, and it was also issued to the competition, being the Americans, being the French, being the European consortium around Eurofighter, and the Russians, of course. We responded in a very comprehensive way, I should say. We submitted a huge response to the RFI in July. We have offered 114 aircraft, as requested. 96 of those aircraft is the intention and the ambition to produce in-country in India, together with an extensive package of transfer of technologies, but I rather call it transfer of capabilities, because it's really about capabilities. Capabilities that also can be used for AMCA, and we have expressed in our response that we are prepared to support AMCA going forward. As we understand it right now, the Indian Air Force is evaluating the responses they have received so far, and they are setting the requirements. They will probably at a certain point of time here during the spring go to an acceptance of necessity, and then we hope that the next round of requests will come out sometime during the first half year of 2019. It is also communicated very clearly by the Indian government that the intention is to go down the strategic partnership route on this RFI. Unfortunately, I should say, the clarity around that and how to mechanize that and how to really make it work needed to shed some more light on that, and I think that's what the government is working on right now. So,
I'm heading the SAAB office in India, so we are based in Delhi. And the highlights of today was, of course, to give a short background about SAAB in India. We've been here now for more than 40 years working together with the Indian customers, no matter if it's Army, Air Force, Navy or civil customers. But then, of course, we want to show what we are doing during Aero India 2019, and also giving some updates about our offer for the fighter procurement with the Gripen aircraft. So I would say those three are the main highlights of today's press conference. This is an important event for us to be able to liaise with different stakeholders. It could be the end customer, like the Indian Air Force or Indian Army, Indian Navy. It's also with the project manager, the bureaucrats, but also with our suppliers. There are a lot of companies attending who either are our suppliers or who will be our suppliers. So for us, this is very important to be able to liaise and network with everyone and to show the latest product.
My name is Mats Palmberg. I'm responsible for the Gripen campaign in India, and we are displaying a variety of products at Aero India this year. Everything from things operated on ground, in the air and on the sea. I in particular, of course, work with Gripen from the Indian perspective, and when it comes to India, we are at Aero India this year displaying the full-scale replica, which is a model of Gripen in full scale, and then we have our the ground-based simulator, which will give you the full experience of the system functionalities and the capabilities of the Gripen program.
What are the special features of Gripen E, sir?
The speciality about Gripen E is that it's probably the most modern fighter being introduced into service right now. We have spent a lot of efforts to create a revolutionary avionics architecture whereby we have the capability to have software that is independent of the hardware, so we can change the computer without requalifying the software, and the other way around as well. We can change the software without it affecting the computers, and it's separated in such a way that we can work with the tactical system, which is the system that is mostly will be important going forward, and then you have the flight critical system that will remain as is to a very high extent, because tomorrow's battle space will be about having a advantage over the enemy again, same as today, but the technology in software and hardware is going so fast. It's an exponential evolution in there. It's not an evolution, I would say it's a revolution.